So I have a problem with this guy, Mr. Ferguson, who is our Attorney General. And to deal with him, I wrote this article that was published yesterday in USA. Where's the USA Herald, was it?
Yes.
And this morning I woke up. It had been read over 10,000 times. 10,000 people. This is an op-ed I wrote on that was published on an online newspaper. And this morning this article had been written 10,000 times because I'm trying to set the right example and send the right message to build our community. And this guy jumps on top of me, drags me through the courts, fines me. But really, this is the message. It's right here. That's the message. The message is here. So to rewind the whole thing, I'm not really here to talk about the company, but I can talk about the company here. So my background is I'm an engineer, and I found myself through my own it should have been obvious that I would go to MIT, but I didn't go there. I went someplace else. But something caused me to end up at MIT as a sophomore. And when I got to MIT, I knew that that was the right place for me. And I ended up graduating at the top of my class in electrical engineering. And not only did I graduate from MIT in electrical engineering at the top of my class, I also started a company in Boston, and in that process I got introduced to Seattle. Is this being recorded? How's this working? Anyone taking notes?
They're recording.
Oh, they're recording? Okay. Okay. So then I ended up deciding to get my PhD at the University of Washington. My PhD at the University of Washington, and I have a picture here from that's on my campaign flyer of me receiving my PhD degree from the University of Washington. It was one of the most important and powerful PhD theses done at the University of Washington. And in fact, it was the foundation of my company, which is Electro-Impact. Electro-Impact now is about 800 people, 800 engineers, and it's important in the entire world for aircraft manufacturing. We make complex machines like this one for fiber placement. In fact, we have one machine of this type. This is on 777 wing, but we have a machine at KAL, Korean Airlines, a very sophisticated machine at KAL, and it is helping KAL. It's making the 48 section, 787-48 section. So we can help in Korea with our technology. We ship it from here to Korea. And we also have a business with KAI, Korean Aerospace Industries. And that's all coming out of our base in Mukilteo. So Mukilteo is where I bought my first building. This is a picture of the first building that I owned. I left university. I was a professor. When I got my PhD, I was offered a professor role in both mechanical and electrical engineering because I have degrees in both mechanical and electrical engineering. I chose to jump in with electrical engineering and also started Electro-Impact. But I bought my first building in Mukilteo, and I'm still in Mukilteo, right where I started. So that's now 32 years of the company, and I came to Mukilteo in 1993. Bought this building, and we now have 9 buildings in Mukilteo that are supporting our work. 8 buildings. All right. The message that I think Mr. Yu likes is my community involvement. I think it attracted him. I've been heavily involved in the community. I fund many activities such as the PTA and the Boys and Girls Club. Anywhere you go in Mukilteo, the boys, the children have on their shirts, they have my logo because I fund all the community activities, the sports teams, and particularly we're very involved with the STEM. So, which is science, technology, engineering, math. We support the STEM programs all around the Snohomish County area. We're the main company. So whereas some people are thinking that the government should come and help them, I've never taken a dime from the government. In all of this, all these years of building up a company with 8 buildings up and down Chenal Beach, I also have 3 buildings in the UK. It's just the opposite. We've taken our money and we've invested it in the community. So rather than them expecting us to support us, we've been supporting them. And with our message about building strong community and strong families, which I'm making very clear here. But this seems to have run afoul of some people, like this guy. And so I think we should try to set the record straight here in this article. And over 10,000 people in one day wanted to read that article. So I'm happy about that. I didn't expect it to be that interesting and popular. And I have lots to say about how to run this state better. The platform that I'm pushing for the city council is that we need better management. Right now we have 10.3% sales tax, and that's enough. That's very high sales tax. So I'm saying no new taxes. It's like anything in your home, in your family, or in your business. You see how much money you have, and then you decide what you can do. If you can buy a new car, okay, go buy a new car. But if you don't have the money for the new car, you have to drive the old car. So no new taxes. I'm looking for a family-friendly city government. Right now we don't have that in Mukilteo. We have no playgrounds in the entire half of Mukilteo, nothing north of 92nd Street. And many Korean families live north of 92nd Street. In fact, I think most of them do. And most of them live in, what I saw, one Clubhouse Lane area. And there's nothing for them. There's no parks and there's no playgrounds. They have to go down to Old Town, which is terrible traffic. So I don't know why this is, well, I know why that is this way, and the answer is right here. This is why it is this way. It's this way because of the people that we've elected. This is not their focus. This is not what they think is important. And the final message is we have a big problem with homelessness. We have homeless people that think it's more important to spend their money on drugs than it is on rent. And you can see they've taken over Seattle, they've taken over Everett, particularly down in Smith Avenue. And I don't want them taking over Mukilteo. We can take many measures, many steps that are legal, and the police won't do it because they're not getting the instructions from the mayor and from the city council. And if I'm on the city council, I will try to send those instructions that we don't want panhandling, we don't want people sleeping in the streets, we don't want homeless encampments. I asked the chief of police about this, and he said that we try to work on prevention. It's a beautiful idea, but not practical. So I would say, yes, work on your prevention all you like, but in the meanwhile, don't stop the panhandling, stop the homeless camps. The police can do that in just one snap of the fingers if they get the right instructions. So that's my platform. And I would appreciate your vote. The ballots come out October 16. 19th, October 19th is when the ballots drop. So I hope that you can vote for me and also Mr. Yu. I'm in position 2, he's in position 3.
One.
Oh, he's in position 1?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, he's position
Yeah,
1.
let's do the whole part again, yeah.
Okay.
So
So-
October 19th,
Okay.
and then
Start